And as you are aware, in accordance with the Senate calendar approved on the 6th of February 2023, the Senate will proceed on a one-week recess at the rise of the House today. Regular sittings of the Senate will resume on Tuesday, 31st October 2023. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the sitting of the Senate held on 12th of October 2023, the Senate passed 5 bills, namely the Learners with Disability Bill, the Equalization Fund Administration Bill, the County Government's Additional Allocation Bill, the Digital Health and the Social Health Insurance Bill. And Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to report that the diligence and tireless effort in debating and ultimately passing these bills demonstrated your commitment to serving the best interests of our country. And Mr. Speaker, I have just come from a presidential function where he's given assent to these bills, and I'm glad to report, Mr. Speaker, to the House that the President has given high comments about the work of the members of this House, and of course, that's the first time. I take this opportunity to urge the respective standing committees to prioritize consideration of these bills and to table reports therein pursuant to the Standing Order number 148. I also urge the respective movers of the bills at the second reading stage to be available to the Chamber whenever they are scheduled in the order paper to prosecute them. For the Senate to conclude consideration of bills at the different stages said above, it is necessary for the requisite number of county delegations to be present in the House. I therefore urge the party whips to ensure that sufficient number of county delegations is achieved for division on bills to be undertaken when due. Mr. Speaker, sir, 18 motions are pending conclusion before the Senate and are accordingly scheduled by the Senate Business Committee in the program of the Senate business for each week. I urge the respective movers of these motions to be available in the Chamber when motions are listed in the order paper so as to move them. With regard to petitions, the Senate has received 40 petitions. Out of these, 9 have been reported on by the respective standing committees. Pursuant to Standing Order number 238-2, 24 other petitions are due for reporting by the respective standing committees. The following, Mr. Speaker, is the schedule indicated in the standing committees that are yet to report on the said petitions. 1. Standing Committee on Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, 2 petitions. Standing Committee on Devolution and Intergovernmental Relations, 1 petition. Committee on Education, 2 petitions. Committee on Finance and Budget, 1 petition. Committee on Health, 1 petition. Committee on Legal Affairs, Justice and Human Rights, 1 petition. Committee on Labor and Social Welfare, 2 petitions. And the Standing Committee on Land, Environment and Natural Resources, 7 petitions. Committee on National Security, Defense and Foreign Affairs, 2 petitions. Standing Committee on Roads, Transportation and Housing, 4 petitions, and that on Trade, Industrialization and Tourism, 1 petition, giving a total of 24 petitions, Mr. Speaker. I urge the standing committees to redouble their efforts and conclude the petitions within the coming days and to take reports thereon as provided for in our standing orders. On the matter of statements, 218 statements are pending conclusion by respective standing committees. I urge the committee to expeditiously, Mr. Speaker, consider the statements before them and to table the reports pursuant to the standing orders. I also urge the committee chairpersons to make use of the standing order number 56-1 to update this House on the progress on respective statements or any other business that is before them. Mr. Speaker, sir, at the meeting of the Senate Business Committee held on the 17th of October 2023, the committee approved the next set of questions to be scheduled in the order paper for Wednesday, 1st of November 2023 during the morning sitting. You will note, Mr. Speaker, sir, that they are the same questions that had been scheduled for yesterday. The summary of the questions are as follows. 1. Question number 18 by Senator James Lamelen, MP, to the Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs on the inaction of the Kenyan government to hasten the release of the Turkana pastorists arrested in Uganda. 2. Question number 19 by Senator George Mbugua, MP, to the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Health, concerning the accessibility of health facilities and services to persons with disabilities. Question number 41 by Senator James Murango, MP, to the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Public Service, Performance and Delivery, Management, concerning categorization of Moi constituency as a hardship area. And finally, but not least, question number 63 by the distinguished Senator of Kakamega, Dr. Boni Khalwale, MP, to the Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Health, on the status of completion of the construction of the project for the development of the Kakamega Teaching and Referral Hospital. Mr. Speaker, at its meeting held on the 17th of October 2023, the Senate Business Committee deliberated on the matter of non-appearance of Cabinet Secretaries to respond to questions and resolved that the matter be brought to the attention of His Excellency the President. Cabinet Secretaries who fail without reasonable cause to appear before the Senate will be censored pursuant to Standing Order number 51D. In the meantime, my office will continue engaging the Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary, in whose docket Parliamentary Affairs is domiciled, to ensure that Cabinet Secretaries appear before this House when so scheduled. Mr. Speaker, sir, finally, but not least, I want to thank the Houses of Parliament for passing a resolution for the extension of the mandate of the National Dialogue Committee. As a member of the committee, I want to assure the people of Kenya that we shall work tirelessly and thereby submit a report within the extended time. I thank you and hereby lay this statement on the table this afternoon, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. Point of order on the statement from the majority leader, or what is your point of order, Senator King?
Asante Bwana Spika. Nataka tu kuungana na kiongozi wa walio wengi na kumpongeza rais kwa sababu ya kutia sahihi mswada na wakawa sheria. Ndio Kenya, Bwana Spika, tuweze kuchangamkia mambo ya afya, kwa sababu afya ni muhimu sana katika nchi yetu, Bwana Spika. Nchi haiwezi kuendelea mbele, Bwana Spika, bila watu kuwa na afya njema. Kwa hivyo, Bwana Spika, mimi naunga mkono taarifa hiyo, Bwana Spika, na vile vile kumpongeza kiranja walio wengi Boni Khalwale kwa kazi nzuri ambayo amefanya kutuleta pamoja na kupiga kura ndio hii misaada iweze kupita. Kwa hivyo nampongeza sana kiranja walio wengi, na vile vile kiongozi wa wachache na kiongozi wa walio wengi Senator Aaron Cheriot. Na vile vile, Bwana Spika, nataka, kwa sababu katika taarifa ile ilisema ya kwamba kuna wenyekiti wa kamati ambao wamefanya kazi nzuri sana, kuna dua zimepelekwa pale, kuna maombi mengi, na nataka kwa hii kusema yule ambaye amechangamkia kazi yake sana ni John Methu, senator wa kutoka Nyandarua.